Let's see, where? Is that centered? I want to make sure we're centered. Okay.
No,
That way. There we go. Okay. Scooch back. Scooch back. Hi. Squat down. You're probably too tall. Yeah. Squat down. You're like, there's Kaden. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, it is streaming. So it's ready whenever. Got a lot of people. Not here. Not here.
Oh, that's
Oh, you're like, I'm getting out of the It's like eating kind of right up in the middle.
the nurse. So I told the lady, I was gonna have fun. I've always had a man in my blood. I love Emily. Emily Murray. And she was like, Emily Murray, that's beautiful. She goes around and she goes, the only reason he wants to name her Emily Murray is so he can call her imitate. Oh yeah. That nurse is like, just take it.
She just drove down from Oklahoma City, so. That's my daughter. She's 13. I know you.
My name's Douglas Greer. I went to the Saturday.
Okay. I'm Mike's daughter, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Michelle. Okay. Tip the hat so we can see your glasses and eyes. Are we ready? On stage two. I'm ready backward. I was diving. Oh, I think about y'all a lot. Yeah. Always. Yeah. He was always looking for an opportunity.
How are you doing? Good. I don't see you very often, you know? Yes, the last little thing we went to, we went out to up there at the camp. We saw pictures of you before. They were like a couple days ago. We went I can't remember which one it was. It was pop rock night that night. Yeah. And we ended up, it was supposed to be sandwiches type stuff. So a lot of three to four pounds of jelly beans. Stuff really strong. That was a good little fellowship. I didn't know anybody there. Oh, really? Well, we didn't know anybody there. Dan was there. David was there. David was there. We have we got to know a couple that she was one that danced. It was a young girl, a blonde-haired girl. One day the her husband. Our husband. Which she came in the husband.
Oh, you get to be your buddy. Ready? Thank you.
And his name's C.W. He got a truck for the same guy. I know the two of the same guy. They're from Oklahoma originally, but right. East of town. Yeah. Nearly to go down 765. Nearly to go.
You got forks, knives, and spoons.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Looking in the wrong window.
No worries.
Around miles out there, there's a road that comes off of Spinelli or something like that. They came down that road down this way. They came to 2 weeks, 2 years ago. Two different years. I drove that thing. Probably doesn't know 2 years. And another guy that he worked for, I drove truck for him. They came to Shabbat a couple times. I just sit and watch him dance. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Of course, they dance every night. Right. They dance. We needed to something we eat for a while and then we watch it dance. And you got the message. And the dancing is the best part of it.
We're actually currently live streaming.
Whoa. Yeah. You know, we like this, this coffee is made out of they're fresh beans. I never realized how that was different until you're on a tour for a year. Yes, we order all their coffee cups. They're held like that. And their company is different. You know, I never thought about this. Coffee that we drink. This coffee has more of a taste to it. Yes. Than the coffee I drink. Right. I enjoy coffee because I enjoy coffee because first people I went to work for when I came here, no, nothing but I think the second thing. Anyhow, was Nursefield Street. And they made coffee. When I was working for them, there was probably 300, maybe 400 people working. And they made coffee for everybody. You go get coffee, you pay for it. It was out, you had to make some more. And I always, we always have to make that. Yeah. So I really got to have a taste of coffee. Everywhere I've gone since they bring some coffee through. Every time the guy I'm working for, West, Sister, and hands those. They're all younger. Yes. I imagine West Ranch, he's home. I wonder if they, most of them, the ones that I have anything to do with. Well, most of them, let's say, all the presidents are the only two that's old. And there's a mechanic that's over, and one truck driver. Yeah. You know, you can drink too much kid. My son, we were up north, probably high school, maybe get to high school sometimes. When we'd be traveling or something, he'd go in to get himself one time I go, what's grab me one? He said, what flavor do you grab me one? Last time I ever had it. Oh, they taste it. Yeah, they're real strange. Yeah. He got a kick out of me because I just did I took one swig and cough syrup that's got the whole concentration of the whole bottle and some big meat out. The little orange, 5-shot or whatever it's called. Yeah. I haven't tried it. They'll make you have more energy, so that they'll think you got more energy and more coffee than others. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah. They're fixing to move. Tennessee. One in Tennessee. When they leave, she'll be 1 month. Give them domino. Yeah. That'd be kind of hard getting the doctor and getting everything lined up. I hope they have all that lined up. Surely, yes. They live in Australia. He's from Australia. Surely they don't know somebody there. They have friends there. And their young lady and the young man that was in the wedding with them, they live there. She just had a baby. Just like a week or two ago. promising. They go to congregation outside of Chattanooga, probably 5 minute drive, maybe less. But it's Jacob's Tent is the name of it. What I understand, I didn't know that until Sarah told us Saturday. That Bill Cloud is the minister. Shouldn't be a clown. Wow. Yeah. I went to go listen to him here in San Angelo once he was coming through. Well, and they'll, part of that bunch also comes through Avenue. Yeah. Pretty often. And we get mailers from them because we've gone up there several times. Yeah. And especially he was taking his son somewhere one time, and they started shooting him. And they shot him twice. Him. Yeah. Oh, it's I won't say office or something. Yeah. He has children's If they send us letters every time, they're going to be one of them. They usually, there's one holiday when they usually use their conference room because it's got plenty of room.
Just be patient for us for a second.
Got a little deal set up. He was telling the live stream right there. He walked up in front of us. We'll be with you.
Ready? Yeah, you are. I thought you were,
He thought he was, I don't think it's a very
See how many people. Yeah, it will not scroll down.
Nope, because that's all that's here.
Bad.
Streaming. Hello.
What? Yeah. Funny if you're making something in front of the speaker.
He said,
and he said, yeah.
Then he drowns. Goes up to heaven and what did he do? Sick. Three things.
But he said,
We all prepared for
Caden, someone said hi, Caden, on here. Nikki? Someone named Nikki.
Probably work. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, nice, nice. He was there.
Very, very common. One you're not listening to. But there's several others that say it goes that's all I know him as, you know. Yeah, I know him as, I listen to him. But he's always on.
That's my son. This is Brandon. He's my best friend. My best friend in high school. You were teeny tiny. You were like,
And now he's a white veteran trainer and everything.
you need to get me back on the program. I haven't been to the gym in years and I've gone
I think the world.
Yeah, he was a rock climber. Yeah.
I mean, you act like he's not Are you still doing that?
Well, I haven't been in several months.
Are you put that one on there?
Yeah. Yeah. You got what, second in that competition?
Yeah. And the only reason I didn't get first was because I spent the previous hour projecting. Yeah.
Oh.
Listen,
Yeah. I did get like 3 of them down though.
I have a picture. With you? With Becca. I think it's with Becca.
Now? I've gotten where I'm not. No, it's far away. Where you got that?
I think it was Becca had a baby.
It's because of my height. She's gonna be like, honestly, Brittany's.
We're being watched. Everybody's looking at us and I'm like, what? Right.
I know, it's been literally hours. Yeah. I will.
I really respect what some of the prophets say. There you go. But,
Please stop going up there. You have like one-time permission.
there's no, the Bible, the people that research it said that those 50 boys came out of the Yeah. Ugly old man. And he turned around and cursed me. And two bears.
Get you in the field,
I
sorry.
mean, cursed me.
That's what I was like, you need to.
Two bears came
I
out.
was just like, I had checked it.
You know, so God can get us. I mean, we better watch what we do. Yeah. You think all these evil people will be happy? That better be careful. You know, and at the end of the day, when it's going to become more common. Thursday night. When we come here, we don't see them, you know, we go to church in Junction. And, I enjoy seeing everybody. So we come here. I'm 73 years old. I cut my work down to where I'm working 3 days a week. And, you know, every once in a while I'll work. I mean, be out. I enjoy the time working. I'm liking for West. He's one of the deep guys. And he's one of these guys that sits down and prays forever, you know. And I think there's something to be said about that. Somebody that goes through all that. Right. I'm not working for the group. I don't know if it ever happened to me. After one of the guys, I'm working for the West. Of course, I've been working for him for 2 years. He's sitting over there. One time, West is real good about finding places to go and something to do when his work is over. Fortunately, 2 years ago, was now 3 years ago. He said, if you go to Kirby's, he needs some. I went over there. And I thought, he said, July came and went, August came and went. He said, no, I'd be over October came and went. He said, no, I'd be over December. Well, 2 years after I originally went to work for him, I went back to West.
What kind of work does Gus do?
West does, he sells the seat connector, 20-foot and 40-foot. I originally went to work with him driving a truck for everything.
Yeah.
But my hands don't work good sometimes, and I got to click. I don't know how much I'm going to drive. That's kind of work. Right. Through all the Midland deal, and then I'm going to storm, like our storm was last summer, or summer, so full. So they call. Anyhow, Midland had it here 4 hours a minute every day, 5 days a week. And just couldn't do that. Like a Wujcik into the town, and then whatever, us and whatever we got.
Yeah.
And, most experienced people are just, like you mean to somebody. We need to be more out of it. But he said right now, it's in the slow time. Oh, Now he's moved over to where, you know where Ozone was? You know where the other house is on you.
Yeah.
Commercial down here on that side of the building. Business got a big old tent. Every street between people. He used to be over behind Stripes. He didn't have, I mean, he didn't have like I bet the Christian known he didn't have. Over here, this other place, in the park.
Can't stand each other's
His
faces.
folk business, which is a fisherman. His folk business is probably. Well, he's got full-time employees. 3 people. And, one of them is just usually 2 of them have to work on boats.
And my 2 dogs. No, smaller. 3 of them, they're all like 70 to 80 pounds. Yeah. Only you learn because.
$70,000 was 22 foot.
What is this?
That is yummy looking.
Afterwards.
Caden said they were good.
Bear
Really?
with us, guys.
Just turn it off and turn it back on soon.
No. It's streaming, so it will be ready.
If these people could hurry.
Okay, come on.
Right. But at the same time, they those school buses, yeah. Yeah, it's just like the whole lot of city or something. Yeah. I don't want to drive a bus on an icy road at home. Right. I drove one.
It's time to really honor Mike. But in reality, what we're doing is we're honoring what Yeshua, Jesus did in Mike's life. Because that was the focal point I was asked to share some things about him. I've known Mike, or I knew Mike, I've known Mike for 45 years. He and I go way back, and I'm going to try to share some things with you that prayerfully you can understand, and I won't be a blubbering child. But first of all, let's ask Yeshua that he would come in his power and in his anointing in this place. Because as we lift up Mike, we're really lifting up our Savior. Thank you, Father, for the anointing that breaks the yoke. Thank you for being with each one of us and revealing yourself afresh as we discuss, as we talk about, as we share about Mike, and the things that he enjoyed in you and enjoyed sharing with others. I thank you that in the exaltation we come here to honor a man, but we really come to honor you who was in that man. And he was not afraid to share his testimony of what his life was like before you, and definitely what his life was like after you came. And you didn't come for a visitation, you came to reside in Mike. And I thank you for the growth pattern that took place in his life over the years as he would share and as he would encourage people. Sometimes he was a little rough, but the roughness was because he cared about them so much that he wanted a microwave change in their life. When in reality, it took most of them time. Mike struggled at times being joyful. But he wanted to share that joy that he had of you with anyone else that would just listen. And sometimes people wouldn't listen, so he got in their face. He wasn't ashamed of you. He was like Sewell, he was like Paul. He said, I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for therein is the power of God, the power of our Father Abba. It is unto life. His desire was that all, like Paul, that all would come into the saving knowledge of Yeshua. Mike, to me, he recorded my teachings. And Mike would sit down and he would set up all this equipment. I had no concept of what he was doing. And he'd say, start talking. I'd start talking and he'd do some adjusting. And as the teaching would go along, progress along, you would see him there and he would be like a flagman on an aircraft carrier landing a plane. He would either be going up, 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 talk louder, or he'd be going, take it down a notch or two. And I can remember him. We discussed this yesterday as we were in our Torah study. And I look over and I would see where Mike and Gail normally sit. And I was sharing with the people that he knows, or he knew, I imagine he knows a whole lot more now. he was always trying to get me to leave Windows and to come and join him in some kind of other operating system. I had no desire to leave Windows, still don't. But my system was always second best. And he was showing me the things that he could do in it. And I would look at the seat and I'd say, my technician's gone. Who do I get for a technician? Who do I get to rag on? The thing is, with Mike, when you ragged on him, he ragged back at you. And the way you're laughing, you know that's the truth. Mike was a unique individual. I know we all miss him. I know that there is something that each one of us could share, point to. That's Mike to me. But I'll tell you one thing, what Mike would say to you right now. If you do not know Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, as your Lord and Redeemer, you better get right. You better get right. He would tell you, he'd get in your face, and he'd tell you, I know. And right now he says, I know personally. In John, the 6th chapter, Yeshua was discussing with a bunch of people that had no concept of who he is and who he was. And he began to share with them that there was a necessity that they come to know who he is. Because he said, all those who know me, I will raise them up in the last day. If you want to have a life like Mike is experiencing right now, you have to come to Yeshua. You have to come to Jesus. And there is no other one. Yeshua said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except by me. Mike found that out. Some of you may have known Mike BC, before Christ. And Mike BC tried all kinds of different religions. And he came to the understanding that there is only one. That's to give his life totally and completely to his understanding and to Yeshua. And you'll have to do the same. Everyone will. Because you see, you'll either bow your knee to him here, or you got to bow your knee to him there. And there, it ain't going to help you at all. It ain't going to help you at all. It's best to do it here. Mike will tell you that. I knew Mike through thick and thin. Sometimes it was mainly thin. But he came to the understanding, and he shared that with everyone who would listen, as I said. Bill has asked me to ask you if you have memories that you would like to share about Mike. I think I've said enough. I could go on and on. Hey guys, if I stood up there and did it, you can too. What is this?
wanted to say thank you to all of you for coming. Sorry. I know he loved all of you. Yeah, he had so many memories that he shared. I could stand up here for hours and share, but some of them would probably be embarrassing. So I won't. I just wanted to encourage everybody, if you have memories of him, come on up and share. There's a whole lot of memories he had that I never got to hear the stories of, so I'm hoping to hear them here.
Right. Get all the dirty details.
Yeah.
And if I cry, I apologize. Maybe that way. Oh. Okay, well, my name's Janet, and I met Mike at the Calvary Chapel Church. He was there for, well, we were there. Oh, you can't hear me? Is that better? Is that better? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, and I met him before Gail was in the picture. And he was just the nicest man. He had the kindest heart, and he was stern at times when he needed to be. But he was just so kind and so generous, and just making sure I had my two little grandsons at the time, and he would just, make sure they were okay, and make sure I was teaching them the right way and disciplining them the right way. And then Gail came, and I was at their wedding, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And then there was a special time, this will be my memory. There was a special time when I was just in a bad season in my life. It was just really bad. I was in a very abusive situation, and I was scared to leave and not sure what to do. And like I said, I had my little grandkids. And Mike and Gail just, they just got me out of that. They helped get me out of that situation. And Mike got me and my grandsons, and we lived in his house. He was just a wonderful man. Just so, he was Jesus on earth, the way he would treat people and talk to you, and the way he, for me, the way he helped me, just making sure I had, that place to live, and my grandson, just helping me so much. I don't know how to just keep going on and on, but he just was just a wonderful man. And he and Gail also discipled me and, made sure I was doing what God wanted me to do and not, straying off because of the situation I was in. But he just had such a kind heart, just such a kind heart. And he just was wherever God needed him to be at just the right time. And I'm just so thankful I got to know him and can share memories with you. Like Gail said, I could go on and on, but that's the one that really just, it's just the really biggest memory I have of him. He was just such a nice person. I mean, y'all all know him. He was, like I said, he was Jesus on earth. He just did whatever God told him to, and just, just shared God and shared love. And
it really helped me a lot, and my grandson. It just, we got out of this situation and got back on our feet. We're just so thankful for Mike and for Bill. So that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Mike and Bill, they're both good people. They were good to me. They helped me both in the physical and in the spiritual. They Mike provided me a laptop. When my laptop went out, he provided me a laptop. And so this where my cash, my laptop went out at the same time that he passed away. But Mike and Gail, they give me eggs and stuff. And they help me a whole lot. And they bless me, and I'm glad to have them and spiritual friends. John, I kind of got in a little late, so I missed out on some of the things that John said. But I know that John covered it all, the person that Mike was and the kind of man that Mike was. Even John and Mary, they were spiritual. They're spiritual to me, and they helped me spiritually and physically. I'd like to read out of Isaiah 2 verses that I thought about Mike. It says in Isaiah 57, the righteous one perishes, but no one takes it to heart. Godly men are taken away, but no one discerns. But the righteous man is taken from evil. He enters into Salom. They rest on their bed. Each one walks in his territory. I can't pronounce it. But yes, he has blessed me many ways. I've made many friends since I came into the Hebrew roots, and I'm still meeting many friends. This coronavirus, it hadn't beat us. We're going to beat it and overcome it. So we're all over the country. Each and every one of us. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, well,
Oh,
let her go first.
Do you need a chair up there too?
Hello, everybody. Is it on?
It is. Oh, yes, it is.
It was very long. Very, very long.
I am Michael's sister. We came all the way from Florida to be here for this day.
Thank you.
And I love my brother. He was always a kind and generous soul, even when he was younger. And I remember his first car, a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. And he painted it turquoise. But he was so kind that sometimes I wondered if there was something wrong with it. I mean, he was a hard worker. He'd help my dad in the garden, great huge garden. And he was just helpful. And when he met Joyce, woo-hoo, his sense of humor came out. And I miss him. Thank you.
Sense of humor. What's the humor?
Okay.
Jeremy?
Jeremy? Sense of humor.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Harley,
Nope.
come on up.
Let him
Third time will be the charm.
Right.
No.
I'm not coming up like
Mike was a tremendous example for me. I mean, he lived and if you ever had a question, there are a few people, and Sharon's here, and I could always count on her husband, but I could always call Mike. And if he couldn't tell me what it was, we'd meet down at the McDonald's and have coffee, and he'd tell me what it was. And we had some things that came up that we'd have to sit down and talk about and concentrate on a little while and see what the Bible said about them. But we'd always get it straight. And Mike was one of these people that had tremendous wisdom and understanding that came from above, that didn't come from any of us. And have a tremendous respect and awe for people like that. That can share with the world what God shows them. Because that's what we all need. We need more of God. Thank you.
Is Kathy in know about Lois?
Go. Yeah, I think so.
I didn't want to say anything and have it like.
When somebody else stands up.
Anybody want to object? No.
All y'all talk about the kind side of Mike.
Not all of us.
I got
You get your turn next.
Oh, no.
Because, Mike found out about me because I was, started talking to his daughter online. And then met her in person, and then I was supposed to go to Afghanistan, and it's like, hey, we were talking about getting married back in like next July or something. Let's move that up, because it's like I'm going to be going somewhere, and we start this off right. So Mike and Joyce Michelle and Joyce went to go find a wedding dress, and Mike found out about it on a Post-it note.
So went to Midland to buy a wedding dress. Be back later.
Oh, and then the first trip I had coming down, he was going to have an officer pull me over. Yeah, but luckily Michelle talked to him about that. She was like, he doesn't want authority, but Mike was an authority, and he always had an answer, even if it's not what you wanted to hear at that time. And it's not what you thought you needed. And maybe years later, and you're looking back and you're like, he told me about that, and I didn't want to hear it, but he was right. And, I see it now. But I just want to say thank you to everybody here, all the family online that some people here don't know about, because Mama found out about it later on from genetic testing. So you never know what all family you've got, whether it's in blood, DNA. Because Mike found out he's got another sister and another brother.
No.
Just another
Just a
sister,
sister.
Lois.
So
Yeah.
far.
That he didn't find out about until a year ago.
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So all that time up until 2 years ago. And they were in contact, and she's with us online. And I know that we've had the same discussions about how much that he was a family member to her and was there, even though they barely knew each other. Just a real short time. So,
Does that
Thank
mean
you.
there's a possibility Bob Ross is like? No.
No.
Ada,
You've known him longer than I have.
yeah.
No. Oh, he's going.
Well, I know you people have heard about Mike's wisdom, but I'm here to question it.
Okay.
When Mike and John decided to get married, we were going to church in the same place. And Mike asked me if I would mind giving Gail away. So right there raises a question about his wisdom. So, well, I guess I can do that. So we're in the back of the church and getting ready to head for the front. And I told Gail very sincerely, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And all the way to the front of the church, I can't question their sanity. And offered her an opportunity to escape. But in spite of my suggestions and my counseling, she went ahead and did it anyhow. So when you talk about Mike's wisdom, well, maybe not.
Are you? Are you next? You sure? Have at it.
I don't know what I'll say. It's an open mic.
That's all right. Whatever comes to your mind.
Whatever comes to my mind.
Oh dear.
No.
Okay, let's rephrase that.
We'll just need to pray again if we go there.
Need to repent.
I was a brother-in-law to Mike. He was a taker and he was a giver. About 1963 or so, he met my sister Joyce and he took her. And they were gone.
Yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma, Ohio, Florida, Italy, Europe, round and round. We couldn't keep up with them, and I was younger, so I go, well, where are they now? So eventually they would drift back through town. We'd visit. I can tell you, he was a rock solid family man, good man. And we were glad to have him in I call it the Stewart family, because that's what he joined, and blessing, I think it was. Certainly a blessing to us. After his sister passed away, he married Gail, again, a rock solid family man. I had a unique perspective of mine. And I don't think it was wrong at the time, but I knew he was a searcher. I used to think, well, what religion are they now? It was kind of like a flavor of the month. I would hear they're studying this, they're studying that, whether the Russian got to him or whatever language he was in.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot. I thought about him a lot because I loved him a lot. And as a giver, I know they were searching for the truth, and I know I finally found it. For the lives of the children that they both touched as they were children minister in different churches in this town, and anywhere they went, they touched lives. And we can thank God for that. And I thank God that I got to know Mike. He's a good man.
His computer software choices are still on. Okay.
What would be funny is.
All right, no, it's your turn. Beta. Beta.
He's already gone.
Yeah. Do you want me to bring you the microphone? I'll bring it over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pass it around.
Beta.
It's 6.
I don't either.
It's 6 seconds or so.
Okay.
Bring you the mic.
5 seconds early.
I'm Sue. I met the Wujciks back when we went to Our Saviors, and my daughter Kristen and Michelle were both little girls.
Yeah.
And Mike at first kind of scared me because he had a sternness, but he had a masculine strength about him. But you could see through to that really sweet, soft heart.
Mm-hmm.
We went to children's church, and I remember one time they were kind of nagging at me to come to evening service, and I was like, I gotta get up at 5 in the morning. I'm not gonna be here till 9 o'clock at night. So, and then we just kind of lost touch with each other, but we kept bumping into each other again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like little pool noodles in a great big pool. They bump every so often. They're still there out there somewhere. But the years went by, and I got goats. I had a herd of dwarf dairy goats, and I love my goats. But they caused me to have a lot of problems with asthma. And Mike and Gail bought my whole herd for me. They really overpaid me just because they were being loving and good to me. And I know we're going to see them again. Thanks.
Videos?
Mm-hmm.
Video?
Awesome.
Lynn, you walk too close to the mic. You got to go the rest of the way.
I got a text from Brad who said he couldn't see, but then you moved it.
Yeah. There was a cowboy hat in the way.
No, it's okay.
10-gallon cowboy hat.
Yeah.
The best kind.
So I'm Lynn. I am Gail's little sister. I'm the youngest. I like to point that out every time. So I just got to know Mike for the last 10 years. And when Gail lost Mark, she said, I'm never going to marry again. I'm never going to marry again. I can never have another perfect husband. That's it. Can't catch lightning in a bottle twice. Not marrying. That's fine. I'm not asking you to marry. You do whatever you want to do. And then in January, I got a call. I guess I should probably tell you, I'm just very casually seeing this guy just once a week. He lost his wife around the same time that I lost Mark, and so we're just like this kind of support group. It's just nothing serious, just very okay, that's great. That was January. February. So, we decided to go to, the church was having a Valentine's Day dinner, and we went to the Valentine's Day dinner, and everyone was so shocked because they didn't even know we were dating. Oh, okay, so you're dating now. Oh, okay, that's great, okay. I'll have to meet this guy. Yeah, next time you're in town, okay. That was February. March. Hi, I need you to keep all the weekends in July open, because we're gonna get married one of those weekends. Oh, okay. I guess I really do need to meet this guy. And I met him in July, the weekend that they got married. Which I thought boded well, because that's how I met her first husband. The weekend they got married. So that was my introduction to Mike.
is that weekend, and I am just so thankful. Yeah. I am thankful that Gail found a second perfect husband. And it's really unfair. There are a lot of people that haven't found one perfect husband. I did, he's watching. I found a perfect husband. I found a perfect husband. There are a lot of people that haven't, so I'm very thankful that Gail found one.
She literally just pointed at
me.
She put it at the camera. But I am the perfect husband. You know,
No more.
You're the reason she got up there. How dare you make her cry?
She started this, I'm gonna share my side of this story. If y'all, I know y'all know my dad, of course you know my dad, you're here. You know he's terrible at communicating.
No way.
If something happens, you find out from someone else. Because he just was like, but I figured you'd hear it somewhere. You had months' notice. I had 2 weeks' notice. I didn't know Gail existed until he calls me up one night and he goes, well, you know, honey, I want you to know there's this lady at church. I've been seeing her. You know, she's real nice. You know, she's lost her husband too, and we met because of a magic bullet.
Yes.
Mine died, and she had 2. So she gave me one. And then we just kind of hit it off and, you know, went to lunch, had coffee, and the rest was history. And I'm like, well, okay, you know, so, you know, he's been seeing the lady, okay. 2 weeks later, I get another phone call. Can you be here the weekend, July 17th? Now, don't forget, I'm 8 months pregnant. And I'm like, really? And I was like, well, yeah, we can come down. And he's like, okay, I want you to take pictures of our wedding. Oh, okay. And he's like, I took her out to dinner with, and met the family, the Stewarts. You know, he wanted to make sure that everybody got along, which was great. They welcomed her with open arms there, maybe. And yeah, so we came down and I met her the night before the wedding. And I have the world's greatest bonus mom. I could not have asked for a better person to be with him these last 10 years. And she's a huge blessing. And Dad was so happy. He picked a good one. He picked 2 good ones. I mean, you know. So, yeah. That's my half of that story. You had a lot more warning, Lynn.
Bonus mom?
Oh my God. Did he rub off on you? Yeah, okay. I understand that. But yeah, thank you all for coming. My dad was a special person. I know he touched people in many different ways. You know, be it through his tile business, through the children's ministry, through his nursing home ministry, you know, for a few years even, and just every phone call I ever had with him, I mean, I would see my phone light up and okay, kids, go deal with whatever. I've got an hour and a half. I've got to talk to my dad because it was never any less than that. And 9 times out of 10, I was preached at and taught to and biblically instructed and told what I'm doing wrong. And I'm like, right, Dad, okay, I'll remember that. Okay, I'll look that up, you know. And I mean, I'm 41 and he still was, you know, every phone call teaching me something. And anytime I would come across a question that I was like, well, you know, is this biblically correct or is this biblically correct? Oh, call Dad. Just gotta call my dad, you know. And I've lost that, and I hate that. That's hard.
Is he your school book?
What?
Is he your school book?
No. So.
Like
Yeah, he was a wealth of knowledge, man. If you ever had a question about something, you know, like Harley said, you'd sit down, you'd hash it out for a couple hours and research and dig, and you'd find the answer. And he would absolutely, you know, let you know if there was anything that you were
questioning, he'd put you on the right track. He was a good man. And he was absolutely a godsend for us. So,
He's not gonna put your phone down. It's okay. We're making sure the live stream's not on. What?
No? Did you want to say anything? No? No? Okay.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah. We can go ahead and do. Is there someone else? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Anyone else? All right, we've got videos, slideshows to watch, so.
Not a memorial without videos.
Right, right. You get to see his life in photos.
Can you move the camera upwards? We can barely see.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יראה אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. משפחתך, תפילתך, דורותיך, אחריך, רוחו תלך לפניך, לצידך, אחריך, מסביבך, בליבך, הוא איתך, הוא איתך, ובבוקר ובערב, בצאתך ובואך, בסבלותיך, באשריך, הוא איתך.
There we go.
Big deal. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, all the dreams that we dreamed of once in a lullaby. I hope somewhere over the rainbow, children fly, and the dreams that they dreamed of really do come true. Someday I'll see the morning star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Children of Elohim fly, and I can believe if I dare to, so why, oh why wouldn't I see trees of green and red roses too, the river of life and the light of truth, and I think to myself, what a wonderful Elohim. I see skies of blue, I see clouds so white, I see all my loved ones and no more nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful Elohim. The fragrance of the Father fills the air and colors the faces of everyone there. I see friends shaking hands saying, how do you do? But they're really saying, I love you. I hear babies laugh and I watch them grow. They'll be much more than we presently know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful Elohim, Elohim.
Say something? Yeah. Anyone hungry? Go say something.
All right. You want to say anything, John? You want to preach? You want to preach?
Yeah. All right, yeah, we're just gonna let this loop for a little bit. We've got sandwiches in the back. Thank you all for coming. Feel free to stay and visit. You know, you can share more stories. I know several of you all have written on the little cards and stuff, and I appreciate
Just
that.
wanna stand up and share these memories.
Don't expect
Right,
anything touchy. It's
right.
all alone.
And for the people on the live stream, thank you. Thank you for tuning in.
What, you want me to read this? You want to read this?
The pin?
Eli,
No. Oh,
share a
the
memory
other
of
one.
grandpa.
Ignore
He's
the back.
tall.
I doodled.
He's loving, he loves God, and he's good at cooking. What better way to sum up my dad? Every last one of that.
Who wrote that?
He nailed it. One
That's
sentence.
good.
That's grandpa.
Good job.
So, yeah, okay, for those on the live stream, the videos that just posted, that we played are both on my YouTube page, so y'all can click on it and actually like see it up close.
You have a YouTube.
So, yeah,
You have a YouTube channel?
thank y'all. Bless y'all for coming.
I need food. Are we allowed to get up?
I need to eat food. Stress eating goodbye.
There's sandwiches. Yeah. The snorkel there from the ferry to get.
All right.
What?
Oh, no, you would know. But if you were gonna talk to him.
I realized after I sat down over there with that little Sally, that the rest of y'all were up here, I should have been sitting up here.
Thank you so much.
It was like, oh, well. Then a couple grabbed hold of my hand and was hanging on.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
we're all here. It's okay.
Mhm.
I did tell Lois that there's more than just hamburger buns in the back for the vegans. There's like a bagel and some carrots or something.
Yeah, well, I've got them do some stuff, but I make sure you watch so that we know which one
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you had 11.
I wanted to meet.
I'm
No,
Jared.
it's turkey or chicken, one or the other.
Good week.
Yeah.
You got a good wife.
Yeah, he's
I do.
before I met you. Yeah.
I've never known, I've never seen it.
Really?
No, I didn't know. I knew you had kids. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
This
This is Becca,
This
Eli,
is
and
Eli.
this is Grandpa Pat, so, yeah. I was gonna take it, but he stayed this way.
I don't know if it suits him or not. I love it.
I'm still fighting his computer still. Him and his.
I'm not. It's the Andy's get up.
Probably that.
But anyway, I thought about
That
it.
made me laugh. I know he was good. That's what I'm nobody got married.
Yeah, he'll tell you things. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I should be eating all that Walmart chicken. I was hungry. I had to eat this one because I was working on the car, so I ate the chicken. Now it was no matter when, no matter where, they
Jared.
every time.
I've done it again.
You tell